Hello, my name is Alex Way. I'm an application engineer with the Timken company supporting the automotive market. Today I'm going to be demonstrating the gear force calculation tool. When selecting bearings for an application, it's important to understand the loads applied to the bearing. In many applications, those loads are the result of transmitting power through gears. Using the gear geometry along with the torques and speeds, the gear force calculation tool can help us determine those loads. Let's start by navigating to the gear force calculation tool. Once here, we can enter our gear type. There are a variety of different types of gears that we could work with, but for our application, we're going to use a helical gear. Then we can give our gear a name. I'm going to call this the output gear. This can be helpful if you have an application with many different gears and you want to keep them distinct from each other while working on your project. Then we can enter our display units. In this case, I will keep them metric. Next, we can enter our gear geometry. As you change the gear type, the options for gear geometry will change. For help defining each of the terms for the gear geometry, you can use the help guide, which can be found here. For our application, we'll use a mean working diameter of 255 millimeters, a mesh angle of 22 degrees, a pressure angle of 18 degrees, and a helix angle of 24 degrees. For our helix hand, we'll change this to a right-handed gear. Next, we can enter the loading on our gear. These radio buttons let you select whether you'd like to enter your loading as torque or power. For our application, we're going to use torque. The torque for our application is 562 Newton meters with a speed of 235 RPM. Next, we can enter our power factor. Since this is an output gear, our power factor is going to be driven. And we'll change the direction of rotation to counterclockwise. Now that we've entered our gear geometry and loading on the gear, we can click Calculate and review the results. On the left, we have a table showing the values for our tangential, separating, and axial forces. On the right, you'll see a diagram. The green arrow shows the direction of rotation of this gear. The red arrows show the location and direction for the tangential, axial, and separating forces. This black coordinate system shows the direction that defines positive for each of these forces, which can be useful for defining what the values in this table mean. If you need help using this tool or interpreting the results, you can click here to access the help guide. Thank you for watching this demonstration of the gear force calculation tool. For access to this tool or any other engineering tools, go to engineering.timken.com.